I will destroy the kid, man. I'll I'll throw him out of the ring. I'm fucking animal, man. So I'll throw him out of the ring. I'll throw him back to high school.
Everyone believes Moses Itauma is destined to become the next world champion. However, some experienced boxing experts strongly disagree. They believe Filip Hrgovic could be the worst possible opponent for a 21-year-old fighter at this stage of his career. Their doubts are not without reason, and they have several serious arguments that explain why they feel this way.
To Moses Itauma, yes, the talent is there. Yes, the power is there. The finishing ability is all there. He has all the makeup to be a heavyweight champion and a star at that. But what happens when he gets pushed? What happens when there is pushback, when there is resistance? And I think Hrgovic is the kind of guy that can answer those questions. He's going to put up resistance.
Derek Chisora didn't sound convinced at all, describing it as a serious step up and saying it could be an easy night's work for the Croatian. His reasoning was straightforward. When he looked at Hrgovic, he saw a fighter whose confidence and expression suggested he truly believes he can win.
And right now you can tell by his eyes, he saw confidence that him and Moses would be a good fight. You know, is he a good fighter? He's an amazing fighter. They call him the animal. There's a reason why they call him that, you know. To answer your question, is that fight going to be a good fight for him, Southpaw young fighter? Yes. If I was a betting man, I don't know. I love Moses. I believe that, you know, when you have people pushing you so much, thinking that you can beat anybody in the world, you believe in yourself. And I think this is a big step up for him.
Carl Froch went even further and practically wrote Hrgovic a reference letter. He watched him dismantle Dave Allen in 3 rounds and believed he never left second gear. To him, Hrgovic is an old-school textbook professional built on a strong Eastern European foundation. His jab is clean, his balance solid, his head moves well, and he reads incoming shots early.
Hrgovic is it's a force to be reckoned with, and he's certainly, I don't want to say he's a stepping stone or a test before world level, but he is. And if Moses Itauma can come through that fight against Hrgovic, that's going to answer a few questions that we need to find out about Itauma, if he's being dubbed as the future of the heavyweight boxing. He's a fantastic fighter, fast hands, good combination, highly skillful. Can he take a punch? I think Hrgovic will test that chin because he can certainly punch a little bit. He's a big lump, big unit. So yeah, I will look forward to that one when that one happens. Hrgovic, Itauma.
Joseph Parker had a similar opinion, praising Itauma's technical progress while warning that Hrgovic will constantly come forward, throwing powerful punches throughout the fight. Personally, that is what concerns me most. It is not about one devastating punch, but relentless pressure for the entire fight from someone who simply refuses to take a step backward.
Itauma is very talented, very sharp, only getting better and better with each fight. And this will be a good test for him, because Hrgovic is no slouch, and no one is just going to come easy and try and give it to him, you know? Hrgovic will be throwing punches, chasing him down, and if Moses can deal with that and look impressive, then you know he's ready for the big stage.
Even Dillian White, who has every reason to dislike Itauma after being stopped in 1 round, still described this as dangerous but favored the Brit. His reasoning was straightforward. Hrgovic is durable and skilled but lacks devastating power. He also cuts easily and tends to struggle against opponents who move well around him and refuse to stand directly in front.
Dangerous fight for Moses, but good fight. Good fight for Moses. I think the fight's more beneficial for Moses than it is on Hrgovic, you know. Hrgovic is a good fighter. He's tough. Not the most powerful guy, but he gets caught a lot. And if you're mobile, he seems to struggle. Moses is quite mobile. But I think it's a good fight. Perfect fight for Moses in this year of his career. And I think it's a winnable fight for Hrgovic. I think Hrgovic stands a very good chance of winning that.
Now look at the other side, because the optimists have a convincing argument too. Alexander USI dismissed the concerns, viewing Hrgovic as a test but hardly a major obstacle, while openly backing Itauma as the next heavyweight champion. What USI emphasizes most is the youngster's temperament. He stays relaxed before and after fights, and at heavyweight, that composure can be more valuable than extra reach.
Moses Itauma, I think he's a great fighter. The young, 20 years, yeah?
20.
Yeah, 20 years. I think Itauma have
Barry McGuigan has supported Itauma for a long time, largely because of what he witnessed during sparring sessions with Daniel Dubois. He believes Frank Warren recognized his potential early and highlights Itauma's World Under-19 amateur title as evidence that his reputation is built on real achievements. In McGuigan's view, Itauma is far more than just another opponent.
Really more than an opponent, but the point is, he reminds me, look, I've seen him spar with Dubois when he came into the gym and like he was so good. And okay, he only done 3 rounds and got out, but still he looked so impressive and you know, Dubois is such a banger, such a powerful, strong, explosive puncher. And I watched this kid and I went, wow, where the hell did he come out of? And he won the World Under-19s as an amateur. He is, I'm telling you, Frank got him at the right time because nobody heard about him, and you know, he invested money in him and said, "This is the guy to have." And he is the best heavyweight I've seen in a long, long time. And I know Hrgovic is incredibly tough, and there's every chance that I could be eating my words. If he blows out after 6 rounds and Hrgovic is still coming on, Hrgovic could win. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's going to get him out and going to get him out early.
Johnny Nelson was equally confident, arguing that Itauma simply possesses too many advantages. He pointed to his speed, technical ability, youth, and ring intelligence as key factors. Nelson believes those qualities will eventually overwhelm Hrgovic, predicting that Itauma could secure victory either through a points decision or by forcing a late stoppage.
I think Moses Itauma, too sharp, too smart, too technically astute for him, and too young. I think Hrgovic will give him a few things to think about to improve him as a fighter if he's going to be the heir apparent. So it'll be a learning lesson for him, but I think Moses Itauma beats Hrgovic. If he doesn't go to pit distance, stops him very late.
Do you see Moses getting hurt in the fight at all?
I see questions being answered, which he needs to. And every fight he has from this point onwards needs to be that case. If he wants to be a champion and stay a champion. It can't be an easy ride all the way going through, because eventually you're going to come up against somebody that gives you something different and makes you think about what kind of fighter you are. If you get hit, you get hurt, you get wobbled, you get put down. You want this to happen now before you become a champion, because at that time there's too much at stake, and then you're thinking, oh my goodness, this is it, it's over, this shouldn't happen to me. So I think this is a good learning fight for Moses that he can win.
Tony Bellew took the opposite view, predicting Itauma will finish the fight inside 6 rounds, which would fit his career perfectly since he has never gone beyond the 6th in 14 professional bouts. But Bellew's bigger concern is what comes next. He worries Itauma could destroy Hrgovic and then be thrown directly into elite-level danger at just 21, without enough experience.
Out of his fights that he has now, the heavyweights, who would you say his golden goose was? Moses? Daniel?
It's Moses all day.
Okay, so do you think Moses gets through the Hrgovic fight?
Yep.
Do you think he...
I think he gets rid of him inside 6 rounds.
Do you think he puts him in with Daniel?
And then that's what worries me is he gets through the Hrgovic fight and he blows me away in 6 rounds, and then they throw him to the wolves.
The stakes have risen significantly as well. The fight was already scheduled for the O2 Arena, but it is now for the vacant title after Frank Warren reached an agreement with mandatory challenger Frank Sanchez to step aside. The winner must face Sanchez next. Eddie Hearn praised the move, making Itauma a major favorite. Victory would crown him champion and make him the youngest heavyweight title holder since Mike Tyson in 1986.
Belt is on the line now, you know, has that changed the perspective going into it then?
Not really, like, the belts just come with the performance. With boxing Hrgovic, I was taking him serious, and now that the belt's on the line, I still take him serious, nothing's changed. Like, I still want to beat him as much as I did before the belts were on the line, so like, of course, it'll be an honour, I'd love to be a world champion, but it's about Filip Hrgovic himself. You know?
My honest opinion is that Itauma wins, but I don't expect it to happen within 2 rounds. If he gets the victory, the win could also lead to a much bigger question. One that nobody has seriously asked him before, and one that could completely change the direction of his career moving forward.